Well, hello. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. Oh, are you ready for bed? Yeah, you've got your blanket. You're looking sleepy. Looks like it's Captain's time to go to bed. But before he can go to bed, he probably needs a bedtime story. What? That's what you're here for too? Oh, well, I'll just get it in. And I have got a great story for you. My name's Drea Stein, and tonight I'll be reading you the story of the walls of Jericho. This can be found in Joshua chapter 6 and 7. You have probably heard, or may already know, about Josh and the Great Wall of Jericho. How he stumbled and stomped all about and around, and the walls of that town came a tumbling down. But I'll bet my big toe that you never did know, or may never have heard the mysterious word about what happened after the walls finally fell. Which is what I'm about to both show and tell. We were working God's plan. We did just what he said. Every morning at 8, we all jumped out of bed, and without one wee peep, sneak or squeak or sound, we marched up to the city and trotted around. From one side to the next, through the smog and the haze, just the way that God said, for 6 dusty long days. For this land was our land, and we knew that although something put up this city, it had to go. There they are, marching around the walls of Jericho. And they did this for 6 days. And when the 7th day came, we all jumped out of bed. We knew just what to do. We would do what God said. Yes, this city was ours, and it had to kerplop. For God said that it would, from the tip to the top. So we stamped and we stomped and we tramped and we tromped 7 times all around till we finally stopped. And we filled up our lungs. We got ready to shout and watch God blow those walls straight on up, clean and out. Now remember, I cried. When the wall tumbles down, we must destroy every last thing in this town. Don't pick anything up. Don't take anything home. Not one toothbrush or Q-tip or greasy black comb. For God said if we snitch even one little pot, he will punish us all. So we'd better not. There he is, making a speech. So we blew on our trumpets. We blew them out loud. We started to shout. Then the walls tumbled down. From the east to the west, from the north to the south, the whole place bit the dust at the words of our mouth. It's kind of a fun looking horn going on there. Oh, but wouldn't you know, in one certain spot where no one would know if he did it or not, where no one would see, could be seen or get caught, Aachen saw it and took it and knew he should not. Now I'm going to take a moment here to point out, I am a teacher, a 3rd grade teacher, and sometimes I make a mistake. And this person's name is spelled Achan. And I'm saying Aachen. It could be Aiken. It could be Akan. It could have a lot more sound than I'm really giving it. So I'm going to say Aachen. And that may be completely wrong. But that's going to be okay for now. So make sure. Ask your parents. Maybe even ask Pastor Ryan. He might know. We're going to keep going. Also, Aachen is taking what looks like gold. Aachen saw it and took it and knew he should not. For it glittered and twinkled and sparkled and shined. Aachen wanted it all he ever could find. And though he thought that he had it, but in fact, it had him. It ripped open his heart and stomped its way in, and it tangled and choked and infested the place where God had once made a home, where he poured out his grace, and what once was so rich became desperate and poor. But he just didn't care. All he wanted was more. So he stuffed all that stuff up inside of his shirt, and he totaled back out in his tent in the dirt. And he buried the gold and the stuff that he took way down deep where nobody ever would look. So what's the big deal? You may wonder today. Okay, it's just some old stuff anyhow, anyway. No one's ever going to know. It'll never even be missed. But the problem is, it's not with the stuff. It's with this. When God says do not, he means do not. And because of the one thing that Aachen did do, more than 30 men died. Yes, and Aachen died too. For God said if they took just one pot or one lid, he would punish them all. So he had to, and did. God's rules are God's rules. He is God, and I'm not. I will do what he says, because he is the boss. And I may not understand, and that's completely okay. I don't need to ask why. I will trust and obey. Now we can ask a little bit of why, and part of the why is that, God gave a rule, and he said what he said, and he's a just God, and he always follows through with what he says he'll do. So I hope you enjoyed this story tonight, and I hope that you have a wonderful night, you cuddle up tight, and that you have the best dreams. Okay, see you later.